With the recent news of James Gunn being named co-CEO and co-chair of DC Studios, I've been thinking, what could be next for DC? According to the announcement, it looks like the contract may be good for 4 years. So depending on when they actually sign the dotted line and get started, we may be seeing a whole new version of DC a lot sooner than we think. It's been reported that films like Matt Reeves' Batman sequel won't be falling under the new management's umbrella, nor will Todd Phillips' Joker sequel. But what could we be seeing in the future? I believe that with somebody like James Gunn helming DC, we'll be leaning a lot more into the wacky and out there side of comics. Who knows? Maybe we'll eventually even see Batmite and Mr. Mxyzptlk. I feel like the DCEU is about to get a whole lot more weird and very dark, and I for one think that that's going to be something very exciting to see. I do think that now we're going to start getting the pieces laid out to build up towards a giant crisis level event, which will be incredible considering Marvel is working up towards their Secret Wars. To see both of these studios build towards one giant level event would be incredible, especially because I was saying in a previous video that we do need to see DC start building up towards those events as well, considering they've been playing catch up for so long. Only time will tell exactly how crazy DC is going to get, but I think there's room for them to get pretty weird. I mean, out of all of the Marvel movies that have come out recently, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are the ones that are pretty out there, and they're great. And so far, the properties that James Gunn has worked on with DC have also been pretty out there. I mean, the first thing that he worked on with DC, the Suicide Squad, had freaking Starro as their main villain. To the mainstream, Starro's pretty obscure, but Starro has been there since the beginning of the Justice League. I mean, Justice League issue number 1 had them fight Starro. Plus, I mean, the fact that they brought in Arm Fall Off Boy and renamed him to the Detachable Kid just made it so much better. But all things considered, I think that this is going to be a great move. For the longest time, DC has really been missing somebody steering the ship into a positive direction. They haven't really had their version of a Kevin Feige, somebody who has total creative control over everything that's been coming out, that's able to steer it exactly where they want it to go. Everything's been kind of disconnected, disjointed, not really building towards one cohesive story, and things have been seeming pretty independent. And I think that's going to change. Only time will tell exactly what's going to be happening with DC, but I'm pretty optimistic. What do you think about this? Comment down below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe.